Hi guys, Anish here, Byte and Beyond. In this video, I'll be talking to you about my top 5 video channels or YouTube channels that I've watched for the last 10 years. If you stick to the end, you'll get a special channel that I recommend every African to watch. Let's get started. So before we get started, I want to briefly dedicate a moment to wish Diana Cohen, the founder of Physics Girl, the best of her life. Right now, she's suffering from long COVID. This is a channel I've watched for a very long period of time, and she always talks about cool experiments, explains hard concepts in physics. And I would say I picked out of my interest for physics and other sciences from her. She gives cool explanations, invites other guys, and even sometimes she talks about computer science. So she has been suffering for this for some months now. I hope you guys, you can go and support. She has a Patreon page which her friend created. You can go and support her, and we help her get out of the situation. Yes, so let's start with number 1. Hi guys, my number 1 channel I think I have watched most is Star Talk, hosted by Neil deGrasse Tyson, who is an American astrophysicist, author, and science communicator. One of the books actually he wrote is called Astronomy for People in a Hurry. You should go buy the book. I've read the book, very interesting. So his mission is sort of to explain hard concepts of science and make casual people get interested in science. It's a very cool channel called Star Talk. It's co-hosted by Chuck, a comedian. So one of the reasons you see that they are interesting, he brings on other guys who are even not scientists, and they make the channel interesting. He invites very many guys from different fields of science, and they make the channel really fun. So this is a guy, he's an astrophysicist. I recommend everyone to go and watch Star Talk. I leave the link to the channel in the description, but I hope you love the channel. And let's move on to our next channel, number 2. So number 2 is MIT OpenCourseware, commonly known as OCW. I mean, if you have been in computer science, if you have been a curious student, you must have come across these guys. This is a channel by the MIT OCW team, and they have to say that whether you are a student, a teacher, or simply a curious person that wants to learn, MIT OpenCourseware OCW offers a wealth of insight, inspirational videos, and a whole lot more. So these guys are, of course, it's a university that puts up content and lectures for free. I think I have studied structure and interpretation of computer programs from these guys, introduction to Python. I've learned a lot of things, business. They make videos, and they are more of like lectures, and you can attend, you can do assignments. But for mere curiosity and watching of videos in a hurry, I would recommend, if there is something you want to learn, these are professors that give you high insight, and they teach you from basics. So MIT OCW is good if you really want to learn fundamentals of a subject, you want to really grasp it and understand it better. It would be a place I would recommend. The way I've organized these videos, it's not necessarily that the number 1 is better than the number 2 or number 3, but I think it's more of number. It's a bit of random, but as long as they're in my top 5 or top 6, they are really good channels, and I have really been watching them. it's very difficult to put a number on it. So let's move on to our third channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, but stick around. Number 5 is going to be a good one. It's where I'm going to give you more insight about physics girl, and then a surprise channel I have to discuss. The number 6 surprise channel. Yeah, stick around. Let's move to number 3. So number 3, physics girl. This is going to be a dedicated channel I am talking about today, because Diana Cohen, the founder of Physics Girl, happened to suffer from COVID. Apparently, they say it's called long COVID. I think it causes you to get fatigue, chronic fatigue, and it prolongs your recovery time. So this girl, her channel says that Physics Girl is a YouTube channel created by Diana Cohen that adventures into physics, sciences with experiments, demonstrations, and cool new discoveries. So Diana could make anything difficult simple. She's straight to point. She brings interesting content. I mean, watch it if you are curious about physics and science and you like new funny experiments, cool stuff. This is a channel to be. And I know most developers, most tech guys, we always love these general sciences, especially physics and chemistry, even biology. And I will tell you, my other channels I'll be talking to you about is another cool channel for medics, but I've always watched it, so stick around. So since she's sick, her friend created for her a Patreon page. I leave it in the description. You can go there, support her for recovery. She's being taken care of by her husband. But yeah, I would recommend Physics Girl channel. Go on and watch the channel. Let's proceed to our number 4. So our number 4 video channel is the Anatomy Lab. So this video channel is so good. I think these guys were targeting mostly health workers, people who are studying to become doctors, nurses, and things like that. But I find it so interesting. These guys talk about human organs, how they work, some diseases, how they work, how they are diagnosed. It's an interesting channel, really. Some things you may not get them, but at least you pick some interesting things. Science is always very interesting. Yeah, so you need to check that one out. It's called the Anatomy Lab. They say that it's the Institute of Human Anatomy, and it's a private human cadaver lab that teaches various healthcare professionals with the use of real cadavers. I believe they are talking about dead body organs or something like that. So yeah, it looks scary, but it's interesting. Kinda check it out. Yeah, let's head to video channel number 5. Number 5 on our list of the best channels we have watched is Slide Bean. I've personally been watching Slide Bean for the last 2 years. I almost started watching it a bit even earlier. I think when they were struggling a bit, their channel wasn't doing great, just like ours as of now. But Slide Bean is a venture-backed company that helps other startups navigate the complicated road to success. So they have Slide Bean is actually a SaaS application which helps startups create presentations. You can even use their templates to create like a pitch deck and things like that. So, and he always does also these episodes of company forensics. So I got to learn how, for example, a bank run works. This was a video, I think, about the closure of Silicon Valley Bank. This is a channel you can follow, especially if you are into tech startups. You will get really high insight. And from someone who has been doing startups for some time, though like in Africa, some of the things may not apply, but they are those general things that really apply across. So Slide Bean is our number 5, is one of the things I've watched for some time. and it's an interesting channel to watch. So let's go on to our last video, a special video. If you have reached at this point, thank you so much for watching till this end. So the last video the last channel I'm going to talk about that I have watched so many times is Africa's greatest YouTuber, Wadamaya. Wadamaya has really inspired YouTubers in Africa, me inclusive. I started watching his videos, I think, when he was in China, and he was like this guy who, but somehow he was interesting. And there's a time he came to Uganda and got deported. I watched all these videos, and recently he went back. So I have learned from him being resilient, especially in Africa, making people have what Africa is all about. And it inspired me to start a channel, as an African who talks about tech and these things. Yeah, because I've always watched YouTube videos from people from other countries in the Western world, but I never got to watch stuff made by locals in my country or either in Africa. Maybe they haven't really made it, or we have few followers, so they don't make it on top of the channel. So I on the list. So Wadamaya is one of those guys I would encourage you. You can search them. I'm going to add the link in the description. He's a cool guy. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Today I didn't show up in the video, but I wanted to give you insight. Also, don't forget to go to petron.com and the link in the description, and you support Physics Guard. Yeah, subscribe, follow, share the video. I hope to see you next time in our other video. It has been cool and calm. Bye bye.